So the old shack's finally gone and we're ready to kickstart this project.
Day one on site, we've hit a major roadblock.
From experience on past projects, we know that things don't always go to plan.
It's just not very often that it's day one that they don't go to plan.
So the excavator that was demolishing the house has actually dug down to cap our sewer of the existing house, and it's uncovered a live sewer main running straight across our block underneath our proposed building footprint of the beach houses. We're addressing quite frantically in the background. The engineers are working on it. Puts a bit of strain on the builder. The plumber's supposed to be here today. We're supposed to start getting all this plumbing sorted.
And it wasn't on any Unity water mapping. Council didn't know it was there. Coast where we are, you can't build over the top of a sewer main. So we had two options. We either had to redesign the whole build, or we had to get approval to reroute the sewer main.
Yeah, so after 6 weeks of immense stress, time, and also costs, we got the approval that we needed and we could finally get this project started and back on track.
Take two, let's go.
Let's talk about the plan for the build. So it's a duplex consisting of two houses. We've got the front house and the back house.
Each house has 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms split over 3 levels.
So on the ground level, we've got a multi-purpose room. It can be a bedroom, a home office, a teenager's retreat. So we've really made it universal. And this room flows out to the private courtyard of each dwelling.
And as you go up the stairs to the first floor, this is where our bedrooms are. So we've got our master bedroom and our second bedroom. Each of them are en-suited with their own balcony to the outdoor area.
And continue up to the top level and we've got our kitchen, living, dining and outdoor entertaining.
And where we've been really creative with our design on the front house, you take the spiraled staircase up to the rooftop to get those beautiful ocean views. There's a lot of work that's gone into these designs, but the end result is worth it.
Designs on a piece of paper are one thing, but actually bringing the life into fruition and building it is another.
When it came to selecting a builder, we knew we wanted to work with someone with lots of experience, high attention to detail, so it was a no-brainer for us to select a custom builder based here on the Sunshine Coast. Pacific Blue Developments was actually just building a duplex a couple of streets over, about the same time when we were looking.
So we dropped into site and Cameron was actually on site that day and he showed us around the project and gave us a walkthrough so we could see the level of quality and attention to detail that they had.
It didn't take us long to figure out that Pacific Blue was going to be the perfect builder for us on this project, and we went in and sat down with them to start to go over all of our designs, to see the vision
and really see things come to life.
The great thing about Pacific Blue is they've allowed us to immerse ourselves in the project just as much as they have. We've been there right by their side all the way through.
After selecting a builder, it was time for the excavator to arrive on site, get the site cut happening.
And then it rained.
Property after property inundated and surrounded by water.
And it rained.
Dumping more than 600 millimetres of rain on some regions.
And it rained.
This is a lot of rainfall in such a short period of time.
We had one of the wettest years we've had on record right when we were trying to get up and out of the ground.
It was definitely, if you don't laugh now, you'll cry. I think I probably did cry.
Once the site was cut, Pacific Blue moved on to the retaining walls down either side of the block. Now, we had to dig the footings hard up against the boundary, and while this was happening, it was just pouring with rain. The site isn't looking all that great. We've got a pool over there.
We've got a pool over there and a big old mound of dirt.
The walls were caving in and they were trying to shore the walls up with sheets. We arrived there about 7 a.m. the next morning and there was Cameron covered in mud. What time did you get here? I've been here since 4 a.m. Rain did its thing. And they managed to save it. Got the concrete pour in, the footing's done, but it was a bit of touch and go there for a while, definitely.
It was total dedication on Cameron and Drew's behalf. As we did the site cut, all of the material that came out just doubled, if not tripled in size. So the front block that's currently sitting vacant ended up being this big mound of dirt, and that posed another problem.
That was where essentially we were going to store everything, all our frames and everything. It was too wet. We couldn't actually get rid of all that material.
With all of the wet weather out of the way, we were finally ready to get our slab prepped and start getting this builder up and out of the ground.
The concrete pump has just arrived, and we're just looking at how they've set all the drainage and all the plumbing. I'll have a chat to the builder when he gets here.
See what happens.
Yeah. You look at it set out and ready to go, and there's two buildings going on here, and you sort of think, wow, it's small.
I think Shane from Pacific Blue said, I don't think a smaller slab has ever taken so long to get down.
The slab's down, and that's a huge milestone for the project.
We were hoping that that was going to be all of the rain.
You just see Old Woman Island from that scaff.
After all the little hurdles that we've endured on this project, reaching lock-up stage was a huge milestone for us. All this and more in the next episode of the Beach House Build.